come with me. I gotta get my chair. Got a new rinseless wash I'm testing. Gotta put it inside the cannon. And I'm coming. Hope everybody's doing good, having a good, what's it? Guys, what's today's date? How's everybody doing? What's up, everybody? What's up, Chris? Chris, what's up? Dan, what's up, dude? I'm testing a new rinseless wash. I can't say who makes it yet because it's not out. But I thought, what better way to spend today testing it live? Testing it live. It smells real good. 256 to 1's the dilution. Slick on the hands. I'm gonna wear some gloves, so let me get some gloves on. I don't have a microphone either, so you're gonna hear everything. Hard breathing, you're gonna hear it all. What's up, everybody? My car's been in the shop. Hope to get it back today. Been MIA for 2 weeks. Oh man, that sucks. Ricardo, what's up? Let me clean this lens here. I don't know where my microphones went. So I'll be back. Let me get a chair. Here we're gonna do some testing. Let me get my gloves. All right. All right, so here's what we got. We got a new rinseless wash we're testing for someone, for a company. I thought I'd do it live. I can't share what, but we can hang out and talk. So I'm gonna test it like I would do anything. I'm gonna do the microfiber test. I'm gonna do the sponge test. I'm gonna do the release. This is not scientific. This is just like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Dude, my gloves, 2 extra large, and it's still freaking tight, bro. All right. Hello, everyone. G-Technic? No, I don't have that. I don't even follow them. I don't even know. I didn't know they were coming out with the rinseless wash until you just said it. That's pretty cool. What's up, bro? Nah, you gotta learn how to do the rinseless wash, bro. Not put it down. I use it for everything. Well, here's what we do, Sal, and I'm in. Tell me if you're in. We do a side-by-side. You use your soap, I do rinseless wash, and we'll see who gets done first. But look, here's what we got. So we got some gnarly stuff here. Oh, dude, that bucket's MIA, bro. All right, we're gonna do. So that's pretty gnarly. It's got road film. Can you guys see that? That's pretty caked on. Road film. You'll take that bet? All right, we'll have to do it at SEMA. That'll be fun. Do like a SEMA live event, or come to Chicago, and we could do a rinseless wash class. We'll do it your way, do it my way, and then we'll go from there. All right, so I'm just gonna use the microfiber first, and then without a pre-wash. That's funny. And let's get in here. So, can you guys see this? Let me know if you can see this. So, I went in dry. It's pretty slick. So you can see that's road film. So there's salt, chloride, road film from the dirt here. And you can hear that. That's pretty good. I'm gonna do one dunk, see what happens. I'm only gonna wring it out. Got it clean. Let's do this other side. And I'm just testing slickness and lubriciousness. Let me clean this whole thing. I just scratch. I'm kidding, bro. Scratch no car, bro. Trust the science. All right. Let's go here. That's one. I mean, with some scrubbing now, that's gonna come off for sure. Let me do it a second time. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's real good at releasing dirt, so we saw that, check. Release dirt, check. Slickness, up there. Cleaning, you can see the road film on this side, road film on that side, check. Towel test, for me, it's go. The one thing I noticed though, in the bucket, it does get a little more foamy. So if I show you this. Yeah, I rocked that panel, bro. Raw dogged it. I have to test the cleaning power, bro. So, yeah. You don't have to give money, Nick. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, bro, for even watching. I just raw dogged the panel for testing. That's how I always do it. So, you can see in the bucket, Nick, appreciate you, man. You're wild, bro. Save your money. You can see it's a little bit. I don't know if people care about that anymore. Does that matter to anybody? To me, I don't care, but some people would rather not. So that is a hybrid. So you can tell right away that's a hybrid. What blew my mind about this was the slickness. So nothing wrong with raw dogging. All right, so it's a check for me. It's check. So I like the slickness of it. Let's go to the back of the panel. Let me get my sponge. Let me get the sponge. This sponge has been through like STDs. Look at that sponge. Sponges. We'll use that. See what happens. We'll test it on that. Yeah, Nick, I appreciate that, man. You know you don't have to do that. I have it in the bottle already, diluted to the proper dilution. So we're gonna test it on this right here. And let's go over what the back looks like. So you guys, I have something in that box I want to share with you. I don't know if I'm allowed. But this is the back of the car. I've done worse cars than this, for instance, washing, right? So you guys can see that. For Rick's always raw dog, he's wild, bro. You see that here? We'll pre-spray that and see how it works. What's the dilution? 256 to 1, so it's standard. They always have a bunch of kids. Every Spanish person has a bunch of kids. Every Spanish person be having a bunch of kids. Some of y'all know who they are. Some don't. All right. Can you hear that? That's like. So that's caked on, bro. Let's test it here. Oh, it's a new one. I'm just testing for somebody. Raw dogging is universal. We're just gonna pre-spray this section here. And again, I'm just testing to see how it does at emulsifying, doing its thing. I'm going over slickness in my mind, taking notes. Seeing how it does on a dirty panel that has a bunch of road film. Yeah, that slickness is like CTX. I also want to go off the dry off. Like for me, it's like I'm just doing my normal stuff I would do for anybody when I'm testing it. Is how does it dry off? What's it look like? The smell is real good. It permeates in the air. It smells kind of fruity vibes. And then I'm gonna raw dog this because it pisses people off. There we go. You guys were here last time. We rinseless washed the car, ceramic coated it, paint corrected it, and all that crap. Yeah, slickness is good on the dry off. So check slickness. Pretty good. Slickness is pretty good. I do enjoy the smell a lot. Let's test on glass. Let's test on dirty glass. I like double flips. I just use regular towels because some people don't spend money on double flips, right? So I just use these regular towels here because I like to see if it's gonna separate or the dirt's gonna be released from the fiber. But yeah, let's go to a muddy part of the car. Let's go to a muddy part of the car here. Let's do that test. Let's see what we got. Let's do this. Yeah, bring your car, dude. We could code it together. That'd be a fun video. That'd be a great video. Like my first detail in Chicago would be pretty nuts. Hey, can you all see this right here? So we have road salt, some mud, some mood. Test it with the Yum wash pad. Noah's over here trying to get me canceled. Hey, oh, that did freaking insane. I'm being honest. That's for a polymer hybrid. That did pretty freaking good, cuz. That did pretty good. All right, so let's do another test. Let's. I'm gonna raw dog the panel just to see how it is on the sponge. See if slickness, how it does with dirt. You can see that I didn't pre-spray this, just for testing's sake. Man, that's slick, bro. It cleans good too. Let's talk about dry. The dry off is very good. No, I don't think you need a detail spray. I would still use a detail spray, but you don't need it. We're just testing new rinseless wash. So my husband makes me wash the car. Yep, he does. My husband's name is Steve Pekonicious. Is the brand first rinseless or is this an updated version? That's a great question. I'm gonna defer to the Fifth Amendment. I don't know, bro. Just testing. I thought we could just test the rinseless together. It does a few things well. So it's got nice cleaning ability. It's got nice release power. I like the slickness. It does good on road film. So I'll show you this part here. This part here. So that's road film. I would do a hybrid wash on this. Essentially, I would use a high pH soap and use rinseless wash as my contact shampoo. So this right here is kind of gnarly. So you look at all that road film, right? Salt, things of that nature. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So if I was doing this car, and this was like, I would do a hybrid wash. I would foam on, a decon wash, spray it off, contact wash, and dry with rinseless. But just for the sake of testing, I always do it on cars like this, but it's caked on, dude. So, and I have to squeeze, I have to do it hard, like it's pretty bad. All right, so yes, real good. Wow. Let's try it on glass. Let's raw dog the glass here, guys. So you can see the wetting. Man, the slickness, even without a pre-spray, is what blows my mind about this. Even without pre-spraying it, do you see that wetting? Yeah, we could do that. Where do you want me to spray it at, Dark? What part of the car? Do you want me to spray it on the glass, in the back glass? Like, how do you want me to do it? Yeah, it's disrespect. No, dude. So this is how you test, bro. So, you see this? Do you want to see it on here? On the white paint. Like this part? This part or the glass? What am I doing? I'm gonna let that dry to see how it comes back. All right. We'll do it on, we're gonna let that dry, see what happens. Bucket does get dirty, so you can tell this has both, it's a hybrid, a true hybrid. And then paint. This part. So this stuff right here is kicked on, right? But you can see it doing its, you can see it doing its thing. Let's let that dry to see what happens. So I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna let that dry, but you can see how much of that it took off. It did real good. Real good. Real good. So let's talk about the best shampoo in the world, Mint. Mint. All right, let's go to this door here. Carton spray, yeah, it's a carton spray. We're working on it. That's all I can say right now. Let's do it here, and let's. Come on, now. We'll do that line so you can see it. So this is where we sprayed, and this is where the dirt still is. Sprayed dirt. Sprayed and where the dirt's at. Yeah, they're pretty good. I like Palladium. That's a good pre-wash. If you even do a pump sprayer or a foam cannon or anything like that, it'll still work. Yeah, that did good. That did real good. All right, so here's what we got. So cleaning of this, it's real good. I'm just thinking about the slickness compared to others. I think we need to mix another bucket up of something. But so far, first impressions, it's like anything new that came out. It cleans real good, it's super slick. It's even slick without pre-washing. We'll see how it does on glass when I dry it off. We'll see how it encapsulates some of those minerals. I have 499 parts per million in my water. So I wanna see what kind of water spots it leaves behind and see if we can reactivate it. That's gonna tell a truer story, in my opinion. But yeah, so far it is good. I have this new thing. I don't know if I'm supposed to share this or not, but they sent it to me. Oh yeah, Labo, can you imagine if they made like a citrus with like non-ionic surfactants? I have this polisher. You guys know I love polishing paint, right? So I got sent this polisher. I'm doing a full video on it. It's I haven't used a 3-inch corded polisher in so long because since I got the Merca. The Merca to me and the Flex small one is probably the best polisher on the market. Merca being the smoothness of it, the power it has, the battery life is real good. So I used Fine Lab's new 3-inch polisher. It's very smooth, not too loud, works real good. No, it's not. It's new Fine Lab. Have you used the bar jack? I haven't yet, but the new Fine Lab one is real nice. But they came out with like a rotary, and they came out with their new V3s. I think the new V3s are supposed to have a better bearing, better grease, better internals, and it's supposed to be smoother. Haven't used those yet, but we'll see. Been testing that. I should have a review coming on that soon. I like the 3-inch corded. I think the last 3-inch corded one I had was the Rupes back in the day. That did work too. Yeah. I don't know when this is coming. They haven't told me the day that we could order it. Oh, Sal, and they saw Rinseless, bro. You saw their last video? They hate Rinseless. Dude, they hate it with a passion. Those two, I think Carlos hates Rinseless washing too. I enjoy it. I use it a lot in my business to make money, not just to wash my own car, but everyone likes how they would like to wash, bro. Use the method that works for you. Rinseless is mid. It's your opinion, bro. They didn't use a bucket? Oh, I thought, oh, they did pre-spray it on. To be fair, they're in California, bro, so they work in different, they are true mobile detailers. So have you ever seen Sal and Joel's detailing? They're in the middle of like the heat. They start like 6 in the morning. I remember watching one of those times they started at 6 in the morning. They polish outside. They're real mobile detailers. So their environment's gonna be different than mine. I do it in a freaking shop. Carlos says he hates Rinseless, but it's in the water too, so technically it's one, he hates Rinseless, but it's in the water. you don't hate it, rinse and wash is everything. It's life. So good, so good. Washing in winter, like when you get like 5 inches of snow, or you get 2 feet of snow, and you want to wash your car in your garage, you just mix a bucket up, put some acidic Prolidio from La Cosmetica, come on top, wash and dry it. It's so good. No cat both. Yeah, it dry, if you're using a surfactant heavy, rinseless is gonna dry for sure too fast. But that's why you have to switch your how you do it, panel by panel. All right, let's check the glass. So we're waiting for the glass to settle. So this is how the condition of the car is. Just so we're on the same page, that's how it looks. I pre-sprayed this. I'm gonna let it dry. I'm waiting to see how this wets out, to see how it dries. You see the marks there? That has to do with my TDS. So I have 400 parts per million, or it's a lot, 499, something that we measured. So it'll start to, we wanna see if that is going to either stain my car or not. So we're gonna let that dry completely. And then we tested the 2 other ways, and then I sprayed this door here just to see if it's gonna do anything on the panel itself. So I left it like this, and then this was the pre-spray. So it did okay, it did a good job. It's not a pre-spray per se like Lava Cosmetica, but and it's not an APC, but it did break it down a bit. So I'm just waiting for that to dry. Dan's wild. Dude, Dan, you're wild. Hit them glasses? Is my glasses bad, or this one? Or this one? This one? Hold on. You mean this one right here? Yeah, he's right. Yeah, he's right. There you go. Let's look at it. He used to hit the glass, bro. All right, now can you see it? So we have, good call. We have the TD, I'm letting it dry to see what these water spots do. So if they don't reactivate and I gotta polish the glass, I'm gonna be pissed. But I'm just testing it because this is my TDS. So this is the minerals in my water. And all I did was hit it with the sponge. This is what the glass looked like before. This is the panel right now, road salt, grime, road film, etc. And then just to show you, this was the pre-spray we did. This was just a pre-spray without any contact washing here and here. And this is how it looked before. So I'm gonna let that dry, but you can see that it has some properties that are wetting out. So we gotta see how that reactivates. So that's the goal there, brosivs. And then this panel here, now that you can see better, sorry, I didn't even think about it, bro. It's so blind, it felt like it was clear to me. We did a pre-spray here, and then we have still that we need to touch. So I'm just gonna wait a couple more minutes, and then you can ask your questions and we'll see what happens. I do that too, it works. JC's not saying it's testing. Yeah, this is just the unreleased rinseless. I'm just testing it for somebody. So I'm testing how I would test mine. So far it smells good, slick, cleans good. It's click on a sponge, slick without a pre-wash, but I gotta see how it does on wetting. I would test it outside, but it's 28 degrees or 30 degrees and it snowed this morning. So I have the heater up. Hopefully that humidity will rise, causing that to dry faster. Yeah, dwell time is the luxury, and some people don't have it. Like people in Arizona don't get the opportunity to just let shit sit on the paint. They actually have to, who did I learn from? I think it was Nighthawk's sister. I forgot her name. She's a beast too. She's a mobile detail, I think in California too, where she'll just foam half the cars, foam the other one, keep the other one foam, do the contact wash, keep the other one foam. It's an art. Being a mobile detailer, I think, is the hardest thing in the world, in my opinion. Because you're not in your element, you don't have a shop, you're out outside conditions, you don't know if the neighbor's gonna be cutting the grass, you don't know if it's gonna rain, snow, you don't know what's gonna happen. So to me, the pioneers of what detailing should be. It's easy to have a shop to come in and just turn the car sideways, go get a cup of coffee. This is easy work in my opinion. Not that the work isn't hard, it's just a different type of thing. Can this foam in a foamer, or do you have enough product to test? Let's find out. Let me go get it. back. Yeah, Reggie's coming. We're planning something with Reggie too. Reggie's gonna come and we're gonna try to get everyone, people want to learn, you know, learn how to do, what was it called? The HPC stuff, for sure. All right, I'm gonna use 3 ounces or 2 ounces, and then I'm gonna use 1,000 mils of water. And I'm gonna do this publicly. And here. All right. So this is the solution here. Turn this around. My shirt's all wet, bro. All right, this is the solution. I already have it pre-diluted. I got an IK foamer, and then we'll see what happens. And then we'll test it on the glass here. So this is 2 ounces and 1,000 mils. This is typically what I would do any type of hybrid rinse wash that lets you foam it on. Oh, look at that. What? It doesn't foam like that in a bucket. It doesn't foam like that in a bucket. So I'm kind of confused. It's only a little bit. But that's gonna go away. That's probably why you're getting all that cleaning. It does foam, what the freak? You see that? Huh, that's nice. And look, it dies in the bucket, like right away. So it's not like it's staying, not hanging out. Not doing any of that. Now I'm interested, does it foam in a foam cannon? Huh. Does it foam in a foam cannon? Change the water. I'm not changing the water, bro. What are you talking about? Huh. It looks like, dude, yeah, because I just cleaned half the car with it. Now the question is, do we want to try the foam cannon? I'm going to try the foam cannon. Hold on. I'm going to try the foam cannon. So it foams, but I'm going to try it. So let me get the pressure washer set up. I didn't want to wash in here because it's cold as balls, but gotta do that test. Gotta do the test. Does it foam in the foam cannon? Interesting. All right, so I'm gonna do 10 to 1. So 50 mils, 500 things of foam cannon. I'm gonna do that. And then we're gonna test it to see if it foams. Because if it foams in a foam cannon, it's game over. Got the foam cannon set up. Maybe flip the pressure washer. Alright, in reality, if I was doing this wash, I would foam it on first with the high-grade soap, like Luminous, GT, Will Foam from Young, Hard Wash, etc. That's how I would do it. So I have a foam can in here. I have 500 mils, 50 mils of product, and then we're gonna test it to see if it foams. See if it foams here. Yeah, that shit almost foams like soap. I mean, it's not the thickest, but if I added more, I bet you I could get it thick. It's not the thickest. So now I'm gonna go add more. I'm gonna add more to see how much I have to add in order to get the foam thick. So I'm gonna add another 50 mils of product. Another 50 mils of product. Now we'll put the dilution close to 4 to 1. 4 to 1. Now, if you use it 4 to 1, you can use the same product and do a hybrid wash. So you would use this, it'll do its thing. You spray it off. You come in with the rinseless, you do your contact wash and dry it. It's probably how I would use this. Oh, Sal. I don't know. I mean, that's a wild statement. I mean, Joel, that's a wild statement. So, all right, 4 to 1. I mean, that would work. Like, if you're outside and you want to do like a quick hit it with water, take all the grime off and come in with rinseless. That'll work. That'll work for sure. Now let's see how much of it took off. Remember how dirty the car was, right? So let's see if this actually did anything, or if it was a waste of product. The smell is so good. The smell, aerating out of the foam can is real good. Real good. Now we're gonna do the towel test. I'm gonna go get a clean towel, cause you know. You guys, what do you think the ceramic coating is on this part of the car right here? What do you think that is? I'm interested. Yeah, you don't get snow in California. I would rinse this wash if I was like in high heat and needed a pre-wash, but California you just see soap. But where I'm at, we get crazy weather. And you still gotta keep the business open. All right. test. So now remember, the test here is using a new rinseless wash in a foam cannon, 4-to-1 on a dirty car. Now, unless you forget how the car looked, I'll show you here. This is what the car looked all over, especially on the side panels. You have road film around. I'm just showing you for the extent of this test. And now let's see how much dirt is left. So we'll do the lowers first. I got a clean buffing towel here, and we'll go here and we'll just test to see how much this took off. Because then in my mind, you can use it to pre-wash, then go in and do your rinse, wash, and dry. So even if you use it outside, it should encapsulate minerals. We'll see. This is what's left at the lowers. So that's at the very bottom black part, right? So you got to contact wash that. This is what's left here. Let's do another side and go off to this section. Yeah, it took a little bit off. You see that? So the lowers I should have done a better job spraying off, but for me, no contact wash, did all right. Did all right. Like, it's not meant to be that, but I would go in now, raw dog this, and just hit it with rinseless. Rinseless. Rinseless flesh. So it foams in a foam cannon. That's unique. No, that's not thick, nor is it Odin. So this is how I would do it. I would come in, I would pre-wash it with a high pH soap. It'll take care of most of the damage of the car. And if you don't have high pH soap, you're gonna need a keg or some type of pre-wash. I always use Labo instead. Like, I don't think Joel and them had water, right? Because their tank was broken. So I would have pre-sprayed it with Labo. Came in, let that hit the dirt pretty good. And then, or an APC, and then did my rinseless wash. Hello. Nope. No pans, 8-year. Look, it does a good job flashing off a glass too. It's not pans either. Something totally different, guys. No one's gonna get it. That foamed on, bro. That was a nice, and no, it's not Loki either. That foamed on. That was pretty wild. I did not expect that rinseless to foam because they're not even marketing it that way. It's supposed to be just a hybrid rinseless wash. There we go. Clean, baby. Now I gotta do the rest of the car because I got it wet. So that's fun. I gotta let that dry. I still wanna let it dry to see how it comes up. But you see here, before I hit it with water, we gotta see how that reactivates. Some of all that dry. But that's the side of the car. It gives a nice gloss. No nausea, y'all. No nausea. Check this coating out. What do you guys think about this coating? So I have like 6 coatings on this car. I've been testing for about a year and a half. No clean by pan. Anything luminous on here? I think so. Loki in a foam cannon, you wouldn't even see the car anymore. Yeah, let's do that test. I think that's an appropriate test. So we have a hybrid wash, which is Loki. If I would have put Loki even 10-to-1 in a foam cannon, it would have foamed like soap. Let's do that test. Let me get another foam cannon here. Let's do that test. do the test. So I am going to mix up an IK of reels. Let me do reels. That way you don't want things that the IK is carrying as much. Well, you know what we should do? Let's do this. Oh gosh, yeah. So this was a gift from Young. Young gave this to me the first time I met him. Check this out. So he gave that to me. Let's use this. Cool thing about this is it doesn't foam that well. So we use Loki in this. We could show you a true test to see if it really does foam better than this product. Again, they didn't market this product to be a foam and rinseless. So it's supposed to be stainless steel. So someone tell me why it's rusting. Someone's lying. Stainless steel don't rust, right? Am I wrong, or does stainless steel rust? Someone help me out. Does stainless steel rust? Interesting. Shit's rusted. It's $400. This mug is rusting. Look at. Only 311. So 304 and all that would rust. Interesting. I wouldn't buy this for $400. Knives. Look, I used it once. That shit rusted like the Titanic. All right, let me fill this up. I'm going 500 mils of water. And where my cup at? I got my cup here. And I got Loki. So $500 or $250, whatever it is right now. All right, so I got 500 mils of water, and stainless steel should not rust. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I right? I don't know. All right, 500 mils of water, 10 to 1 is 50 mils. Loki. Oh, it smells so good. Loki, that's a little over. It's going to be a fair test if I cheat. It's a little over. So we tested this new rinseless wash. It foams well. It doesn't foam like amazing. It just foams well. Put some stuff on the car. You know what I'm saying? It was slick when you touched it. I used it as a pre-wash. All right, 50 mils. This cucumber melon, bro, has a nice sense. Pleasant. It's pleasant. Loki's pleasant. All right, I got Loki 10 to 1 foam cannon on this foam cannon that rust, and that cost $500. So cucumber melon's a very nice scent. It's a good scent. All right, we're gonna test it. So the first rinseless wash product, I think it's a go. I'm gonna tell them, for me, it does everything you want a rinseless wash to do. Cleans real good, super slick. The last test I think I have to do, so it's not a go. The last test I have to do is how does it stain on glass when you let it dry? And then we're testing Loki. Loki is a hybrid rinseless wash that does it both. So you can use it as soap, as a pre-wash, you can use it in a foam kegger, pump sprayer, etc. Now, this foam cannon was not meant to foam as good. I just want to show you. That is trash. This, oh, hold on, I'm switching foam cannons. This is trash. Hold on, that's trash. Oh my lord. What a dumpster. It's like, what a dump! What a, oh, I had the thing off. All right, 1 second. Let me close the valve here. I wonder what fudge. That is a trash can. Who buys this? You buy that because you got money to burn. I would never buy this dumpster. My opinion, Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me now? Okay. All right, that foam cannon is a dumpster, in my opinion. These are my opinions, my thoughts. Does not reflect on Jamie or anybody at Thor. It's just Eddie's opinions. $400 for a foam cannon that looks like a hose. Wow. That's nuts. Don't waste your money. It's not worth it. All right. Here you go. What am I missing? What is this, Loki? What do I have in my bucket? What is happening? What is happening? Lord. Guys, I don't know what the hell's happening. Nothing's foaming. My water's dead. This is crazy. Nothing is foaming. What's my foam can? Huh. All right. Oh my Lord, I was about to get pissed off. So what had happened was, you take the knob and you turn it. And then what happens is it starts to foam. Do you see what I'm talking about? So you take the knob, you turn it. That's simple science, right? That's Loki. That is Loki. See, that's Loki. So we made it to be a hybrid wash. You can use that soap. Because Rinseless is using non-ionic green surfactants. And it's best of both for those getting into the rinseless wash game. So I'm actually gonna spray the whole car, and hopefully you can see me do it, because now that I'm in the thick of it, I might as well get it done. You know what I'm talking about? So it foams super good. It smells great. A lot of people hate the smell of cucumber melon, which I get it. I get you. I hear you. We bought this milk because my wife liked cucumber melon. And at that time, we weren't asking anybody, like, what they like, what they didn't like. We were just going off of, Jamie doesn't know sense. And I thought cucumber melon would be mass appealing to my, yeah, it's not. People hate it. So maybe we change it. Maybe we change it to something for the streets. We'll see. So you could use this 20-to-1 in the foam keg. You could use it 10-to-1. You could use it 50-to-1. You could use it in whatever dilution you want. Or you could use it like soap. You could use it 3 ounces to 10 to 10-to-1. Yeah, Loki. Touch what I got. Well, you sell it. Of course you're going to say that. Yeah, bro, I sell it. Why would I make trash? I will say that I have made trash before. And I've been down that road. So let that sit for as long as possible. But you know what it smells like in here? It smells like Bed Bath & Beyond when they had cucumber melons out. PDM Greenleaf would be nuts. That would be a wild scent. That would be a wild scent. I missed the spot. Where? And that down right there in that corner? In that corner? Oh, I did miss the spot, guys. I did. Loki hybrid wash. Banger. Sorry, my mind's somewhere else today. I've been dealing with taxes all day. Look at that spot. You see that spot? That one. Rip. Look at that spot. Rip. So this would be my hybrid wash. I'll let it sit as long as possible, and it has good dwell time. I would spray this off, and then I would come in with Loki in a bucket or Nemesis or your favorite Rinseless and do my contact wash. So look at that. Look how it sticks on the paint. Now the cool thing about this is it has that we wanted that same kind of dual layer surfactant. I don't know if people care about that or not. Our goal was we wanted it to stick. That stickiness is what occurs on that. And then when water hits this, and this is the cool thing about Loki, when water hits it, it collapses. So you see how if I just a little bit, it starts to dissipate. Look, I'll give. But you see how easy the rinse off is? Now it's by design. That was by design, y'all. Bro, it smells so good in here. Oh, I'm testing a new rinseless wash. Fireball wax, they all should, Korea got picked up. So the new order that I did to bring everything back in stock and all the new waxes are on this order coming up. So you're looking at anywhere from 25 to 30 days when it hits the port, 4 days for check-in. Guys, my test is broken. I got the back wet. So you can tell Loki doesn't mask protection. So you know how some has lots of surfactants you have to rinse off a lot? Loki does not mask any protection. You can see it here. All right, you guys remember when we did that test with Infinity on here, that perfect storm? That's Infinity, still on the panel. This is a coating. That coating's been on there for almost 9 months. And this is another one here. And this is one that I don't know if it's failing or I gotta do a contact wash. All right, cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pre-spray the whole car with the rinseless wash, TPS. For scents of soap, KCX, FS, smell, they smell real good, yeah. Loki has that super light, refreshing smell. Yeah, Loki, I like Loki for the scent. Right? It's supposed to be like you're at a barbershop, kind of fresh, uplifting scent. All right, we're gonna finish the back of the car with the new rinseless wash for testing. And then what I'm going to do is clean my mess up here real quick. Give me a second, because you know I hate messes. And go from there. Turn off my pressure washer. I'm not going to use it anymore, because I wasn't supposed to use it anyway. All right. Cool. All right, so we got new rinseless wash. We're going to test it. For now though, I'm gonna take the solution. Loki's bomb. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So what I like to do in order to avoid water spots, I'm gonna go around, pre-spray it with the rinseless wash. We should do a test to see if it got most of the dirt off. All right, I gotta do this. My test is ruined, so life. I don't have to worry about this because it'll just go away. And then I'm gonna pre-spray all the dirt here with the new rinseless wash I'm testing. So this, I don't know what's happening over here, bro. This camera is cooked. I'm not sure what the F is going on, but every time I move the camera, it turns on the thing. So I got this new rinseless wash here. I'll show you this up close and then I'll put you on a tripod. But you can see I didn't hit this with Loki, but that is after the pre-spray. You can see that dirt there. And again, we're just gonna test it. And you can see how it takes dirt off. Pretty simple. It's not a lot of pressure too. This thing has no pressure. So all that is it reacting to the dirt, which you would assume any water would react that way, right? Because it's a solvent. Slickness is king. Slickness on this is as good as anything. Smell is real good. Shoot. Man, that slickness is wild, bro. Kinda nuts. In slickness is the same, to me, in my opinion. CTX is slick. What it has going for it is the dilutions are pretty stout, right? You have 2001. This is 256-1. I think this would be a lot cheaper, but the TTR and CTX is pretty nuts. But slickness on this it rivals that for sure. Guys, all I can smell is that melon. Oh, my Lord. And then I'm gonna dry the car. So that hybrid wash, man, slickness on this dry off is beautiful. Beautiful. When can I tell you? I can't tell you when I'm using this. I'll get in trouble, bro. I'm just testing it. I don't even think he knows I'm doing this live. But I figured it's my life. Do whatever I want. Look how clean I got. Woo! Woo, yeah, boy. Now I'm gonna let the glass really get like toast. Guys, I should have pulled the car in sideways, but since it's snowing and it's cold outside, I didn't do that. Hence why you hear all this banging around and noise, because it's like a fat man trying to fit in a small shirt. And yeah. All right. The floor is slick too. My Lord, bro, I'm about to. This rinseless wash is pretty great. We got to do the test here. So I'll do the test on that door with a new towel to see how Loki did compared to this one. Because you remember, we did that test before. Let me dry this section though. Oh, slickness is so good. So good. How it dries off is so good too. All right, let me get a clean towel and we're gonna test the Loki's cleaning power on this side, which we didn't molest. You know it's cold when that says 76. This is a Thorbot 4000. What do you think we will see, or do you hope we'll see? Eddie, what do you think we will see, or do you hope to see in upcoming technology? I hope for better polymers that could be clean, wetting without protection. I hope for compounds to have better technology so you can only live life with one pad. I hope for soaps to be as good as mint. All right, check this out. So this is the worst part of the car, right? Would you agree? You saw me touch that. Did you see that? Wait, I guess you didn't see it yet. I didn't touch this car yet. This side. I didn't touch this side. See the paint? Did you see that? You see the Loki pre-wash on that? Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that, Jay Farm? You heard me. No, you guys can hear me now, right? All right, you saw it. So I'm gonna say about that. You saw that, right? There's still dirt left on that panel. Pre-wash only, mates. Can we split it? Can we split it? And I hit that black corner near the wheel. It's crazy. All right, Rinseless wash is a go. Loki with this, it's a go. Definite go. Slick this on this, absolutely nuts. 256-1, it's crazy. Everybody wants to be a cat. Everybody. Gosh, that's so cool. That's so cool. The wetting, the drying. This car is pretty wet already. It's only a baby goat, but we shall see if we could stretch his legs a bit. Whee! Yeah, Rinseless wash, I love it. Look at the gloss. Look at that gloss it gave. So my question is, does it leave behind protection? We're gonna have to test that theory. Who's down to test that theory? Who's down? Because that means we'll have to polish this section off to test that theory. Wow, cool. Let's go on this side. The back's done. Now we're gonna have to test to see if it leaves behind protection, because that gloss is a teller. That gloss is telling me something. The slickness is insane. Insane. So you can see that it did clean the panel, how the coating is separating it. So there's no contaminations left. Rotate that. Zero dirt. I'm down. Jamie must have had a rough day because he's acting real sus right now. Man, the way it dries off, it's interesting in a good way. Like, I'm trying to decide if it's like glass. You can see the dampness because that's my towel's damp. I already cleaned this. I just need to dry it. To clean this other area, then I refoamed it. Yum 6 years on this panel right here, unscathed. On the other side, Yum 4 year. On that side, Infinity on the back door. On the back door, all the way in the corner, Kataba. Luminous is on the other side. 1 year spray coating. Huh, interesting. Let me dry the rest and then we shall see if it leaves behind protection, huh? Huh, Conway? You said you were down. Look, I'm to the point of just drying the car. I don't care if I cleaned it or not. I probably should. All right, let me clean the roof. The roof. Oh, Gina is gonna get, I don't know, dude. Rousey got, look, she's got bills to pay. Broke people got a dog in them. You know what I'm saying? Broke people, when they get their chance back to make money, you know? All right, boom. All right, we'll test it. We gotta polish that. I gotta clean the glass. The goat, bro. What a towel. This testing went overboard, guys. I was only supposed to do rinseless wash, and then I ended up doing Foam Town. Foam Town. All right. Now let me put you on the thing. So we're gonna polish this section here. We're gonna test to see if it leaves behind protection. Let's go. Let's test that. So the goal is to cut the paint enough. We gotta cut the paint enough to make sure that when we put this on, that there's no protection. Let me put you at the bottom here. That's you. All right, let me get my polisher. We'll test it. We'll test it. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. All my polishers fell, so I think I broke my my DIY. I went and checked it out. I'm gonna snipe that from across the room. You see that? Cooked. All right, let's polish this right here. Let's see if this protection leaves behind protection. Protection. I'm gonna use the most aggressive pad I got. Use the most aggressive pad I got. And I'm gonna go straight cut. Most aggressive pad I have, mate. And then I'm gonna get a cutting compound. 1 second, getting all my stuff ready. Getting all my stuff ready. All right, so we're testing a rinseless wash, not released yet. We're testing to see if it leaves behind protection. We got to buff off. Something here. So I'm going to use a wool pad, aggressive compound, just so we can make sure that everything came off. Down a bit. All right. So we'll do a water behavior test in a second. Let me get a panel prep. And the goal here is to see if this leaves any protection behind. of choice today is going to be luminous, and you can see there's no beading, right? There's no beading on here. Zero beading. Let's go on the other side to see if luminous would bead for me on the ceramic coated side, just for test. You see how I want to sheet the water? You can see? Okay, none of that happened on the other side. You see how it's pooling to come together? All right, so side is polished. Side is ready to go. And then we are going to test the rinseless wash here. Do it again. Yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a mixture. I'm going to make a mixture of a waterless wash dilution, right? That'll be a fair test. I'm going to do a waterless wash dilution, 120 to 1, to see if it does its thing. So, or do I do it straight out of the bucket? What do you guys think? I'll wait for you guys to tell me what you want me to do. I think straight out of the bucket might be a better test. Straight out of the bucket would be a better test, for sure. Do I just use the premix 256 one or what? Both? All right, yeah, bucket, cool. All right, so this is pre-mixed from the bucket. I actually pulled it from the bucket before I started the video. We are going to control this. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm only going to do this section here because I did cut all this here. And that way we do this. Yeah, that's pretty weird people do that, but we got the right people involved. I got a lot of FBI buddies. So I sprayed it on. I'm going to dry it. Okay, so now here's what we did. I blocked that section from getting wet or from putting the rinseless on. So we only have this section here, which, let's go here. We have this section here where the little hood is. Now I'm gonna get some water and I'm gonna see if it's hydrophobic. And then we're gonna test to see if the panel prep will then remove that. If it is, or it does have protection. So if it can't remove it, then we have a problem. So let me get some water. So we're going to panel prep this after to see if it's hydrophobic. No buckets. What are you guys talking about? One second, fill it on water. All right. So the test here is if this new test here, if this rinseless wash actually leaves behind any type of protection. A good test would be if I had hydrosave to do it side by side so you can see what a rinseless wash for protection does. So let me get you in here. We did cut it with a cutting compound. No, you see that? What does everybody see? Now let's take the same solution. It's flat. Let's take the same solution. Let's go to a coated side. So you can see that's what hydrophobics look like, right? You can see that's what hydrophobics looks like. On that side is as flat as this girl I knew named Pamela, like flat. There you go. There you go. So it does not leave protection behind. So he got the slickness, no protection behind, nothing. He's got the gloss of whatever he's using. Wow, that's crazy. Let me get the panel prep again, because that's wild. Let me get the panel prep. So no gloss, no slickness. I mean, gloss, slickness, hydrophobics are not there Cleaning power is real good. It foams if you want it to foam. Panel prep that again. Get my water. Now that my panel prep that make it hydrophobic, that's the funny part. Or is that a clean panel? That's odd. See, this is why testing is kind of shitty, because that's odd. Like, how did that become hydrophobic all of a sudden? It's weird. Do it again. I'm gonna dry it. Come back, hit it with water. It's odd. What a weird test. What, that did absolutely nothing but piss me off. That did nothing but piss me off. Look. It wasn't hydrophobic, then it became hydrophobic. I don't know. I have no idea. Is it the solvent that made it hydrophobic? Someone help me, please. Lord. I'm confused. I'm just confused. Did you see that? Like, it was hydrophobic, then it wasn't hydrophobic, then it became hydrophobic. I don't know. Oh, the test then would be, so then what we could do is, if we tested it, covering it with the towel, and it is hydrophobic, the section, okay, we gotta do another test. Sorry guys, this is high roll. Check this out. All right, so here's my analysis, right? We have this here, right? Let me bring you up. The side I did with rinseless here, dry that. But if it didn't leave protection, then this would be flat. No. So it's not leaving protection, because that means I didn't get infinity off. This is what I'm seeing. Do you see that? Look, I cut this whole section. This is what I was thinking. I cut this whole section with a cutting compound, and all I had on here was infinity. Look, did nothing. Now it makes sense. I have to recut it. What the freak? Did you see that? No, infinity didn't get removed. That's what happened. Infinity did not get removed. Because the panel prep I'm using is luminous, but then I went and I used Yums, thinking it was luminous, that made it hydrophobic. But then the first test I did didn't show it. Then the second test I did, I don't know. Don't know, bro. It's weird. Anyway, this new rinse wash slaps. So we did a Loki hybrid wash. You saw how good Loki did removing the dirt. That test was a waste of time because it absolutely did nothing. But then it did something. I'm confused. Lotus effect being effective, they were using acid in their panel prep. Which, are they acidic? I don't know. I have to test that. I don't have strips. Oh, thanks, man. I'm perplexed. I don't know. It's kind of weird. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? That's what I want to know. What does everyone think happened? Brand of Rinseless, can't say yet. I'm testing it for someone. But it's nice. It's very nice. CTX V2 slickness is what I'm getting from it. The cool thing about it is you can foam it too. So it was able to foam in the foam cannon. I did do 100 mils, so I did 4-to-1, I did 10-to-1, and then we showed Loki 10-to-1, and then Loki 10-to-1 still outperformed it, but in the bucket, you didn't get the same type of Loki vibe where it gets real foamy. You know what I'm talking about? Where it gets super foamy to the point that you can't enjoy it as a rinseless wash. This one did both. My hands aren't dry because I'm now testing it to see is my hand gonna dry out because the gloves were in there. But this test on the hood did not do what I wanted it to do. Interesting. No, David, how you doing, man? How's your daughter? I gotta cut it again, huh? And what I had on there was infinity or the perfect storm. Where's Chelsea at? She was here. like, I think I had perfect storm on the hood. I gotta cut it again. All right. Do I cut it again or do I just let it ride? What do you guys want? Or do I show you this tool? Check this out. How's the cleaning on it? Oh, it's up there with all the rinseless wash that we like. Like, it cleans super good, real good. It actually did impressive with the cleaning on the towel dry. I did do parts of the car dry, meaning I didn't pre-spray it. It did well breaking the dirt up. It did well on the sponge. It did well on the glass. The dry off was very, very good. I mean, it's a nice contaminated towel. I'm gonna cut it again. F it. All right, we gotta do this test. We gotta see this test through. Because you know what? That's how we roll. Chelsea, we gotta see this test through. That or Perfect Storm is not a sealant, it's a ceramic coating. And that ceramic coating does not like to come off. So I am going to use a polish that I know will do God's work on this. I'm going old reliable, cuz. I'm going old reliable. And I am going to put 10 pounds of pressure down. Old reliable, wool pad and all, old reliable. No, for me it's odd, man. Look guys, don't ever do this at home. Okay. It's my car, so over here. But oh snap, this compound's so old. It's got crustiness. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm gonna make sure I cut the hose off this street. I'm about to do a baptism. Okay, by fire. About to do a baptism. Look, I'm over exaggerating this because, you know, apparently cutting compound doesn't take this off. There we go. Feels dry. I am going to use panel wipe here. Panel prep it. Now we're going to spray it with water first. Now remember, there's heat, there's a solvent that causes paint swelling, so you might see some adverse effects. We're doing this kind of testing. Angel wax, it was angel wax. What is happening? What is happening, guys? What am I missing? What am I missing? Nah, angel wax cuts as good as H9 or better, in my opinion. I mean, let me try another. That's freaking wild, bro. I can't even comprehend what's happening. Let me get another panel prep. Can't comprehend when the actual F word is going on. All right, try this panel prep. Hydrophobic itself. You're right. You're probably right. But I've seen panel preps negate that. That's my problem, right? The whole goal of a panel prep is to take the stuff off. Maybe, I don't know. But it's acting like it did before when I washed it. That's my frustration. I'm gonna use Final Prep from Cleanto. I'm gonna let that sit on there for a little bit. I'm gonna let that sit. I'm gonna let it do its thing. I'm gonna over apply it. I'm gonna let the solvents cook for a little bit because even it's rejected, even that's beating up. Look. But that hydrophobic, I don't know, Conway. He's right, Conway's right. So is Brian. They're right. Just never seen it before. Usually flat water. I've always tested this way. Cut, flat water, show the hydrophobics of a sealant. You know what I'm saying? Like, cut, polish, show the hydrophobics of sealant after you panel prep it, then you do a test on the sealant. That's good to go. I've never had a panel not be hydrophobic. Weird. And if you've been around for a while, angel wax slaps. I mean, it's amazing. It's an amazing compound. It will never leave my collection of stuff. All right, I'm gonna let that sit for a sec, and then we'll do the water test. Sound good? Let that set for a sec, then we'll do the water test. See what happens. All right, what's everybody up to? If you're new or just joining, we're testing to see if a rinseless wash leaves behind protection. So I cut the panel twice. The first time I cut it was with a cutting compound. The second time was angel wax, wool pad, IPA, wipe. Still hydrophobic. Conway and Brian thinks that you could leave it because it's just a clean panel, which it's true. It's true, but usually when I do tests, you can see hydrophobics not be like that. You'll see it like pull up, and at that point in time, I know it's ready. So I'm kind of weirded out by it. What to film for tomorrow? Interesting. Yeah, you're right. So how do we test this though? Because then the test is skewed. Asking while I'm making dinner, what rinseless from what brand needs an update? I like Hydra to get an update from Phoenix CLD. I think he has the technology to do it. Not sure why he hasn't done it yet. Like make it slicker, make it leading edge like it was when it first came out, like it was real good. It's a little stale right now. I like to see HydroSafe come out with a version of HydroSafe with the same like autonomy or DNA without the 3-year ceramic. So I think Aaron has it in him to make a tremendous rinseless wash. He's gonna want it for himself. Like that's up to him, because it's a good product. It's just for me, I don't pick it up, and I have a whole gallon because I pick up others. All right. So maybe I use the pressure washer to do the test with water, is what you're saying. Which, that makes sense to me, I could do that. So maybe I do it without the pressure on it and just, flood it, see what happens. Yeah, those are the changes I would do for rinseless wash for sure. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so we're going to, can you guys see that? We're going to block this with the towel, just spray that section, water, spray this. Yeah, you're right, it's flat. Would you consider that flat compared to That. Yeah, I would consider that dead. Cool. Cool. All right, that's dead. Everyone, thoughts? I feel like that's not going anywhere. That's enough to test, in my opinion. That's enough to test to see if it's going to leave behind any protection. And then we'll do the water test like that, because maybe he's right, the atomizer. Flat, cool, good call. Because I was about to give up and go inside and smoke a cigar. All right. So then, we know now it's been cut, polished, cut again. Panel prepped. We just did a flooding test. I'm gonna spray the rinseless on here. And then I am going to let that sit for a little bit because you would let it sit. You would hit it with the sponge. Let me go get the sponge. Put some solution on it. Let's wash it. Let's wash it. Okay. Now, if it leaves protection behind, it will be hydrophobic. But then the test will be after we panel prep it. Yeah? Sounds good. All right, let that sit for a little bit, let it permeate, and then come in and dry. Come in and dry it. Cool. All right, I feel the slickness. If there was no slickness there before, let me get this mug because I don't want water stains on my window. All right, now the same test would be at this point right here. Okay. So if it does bead, then panel prep will take it off. So it does sheet water pretty quick. So it does leave behind some protection, right? Yeah, it leaves behind protection, okay. But it's not like HydroSave where it was like 90 gallons of water and it just flew everywhere. It was more in line with a sheeting product. So now the next test would be panel prepping it, does it remove it? Yeah? That would be the test. Does panel prep remove it? So go back here. Let's hit it with panel prep. Because that's what they say, panel prep, does it remove it? Yes or no? Minor protections from the polymers, it's not a big deal, right? I've been probably alive for like 2 hours. We're testing a new rinseless wash to see if it's hydrophobic. It cleans insane, it's super slick, it's like CTS slick. We just found out it leaves some polymer protection, but it doesn't look like SiO2 properties. I'm just gonna panel prep it like I would a car if I was going to coat it, okay? And then we did Loki Hyper Wash to show that it's the nuts. All right, panel prep should be good to go, right? We should see pooling, we should see things of that nature happening to this product. It shouldn't be hydrophobic, or the water tension shouldn't be like that. Yeah, I would call that dead. Because you see, it's not separating right there. All right, cool. We did it. Yep. So panel prep did remove it, 100%. Sweet. So it does not leave protection behind. It does have polymers in it, you saw it, It does leave behind gloss, but it does not leave a substantial protection behind. Panel prep will remove it. TPS is strong, bro. You just saw what we had to go through to remove that crap. Wow, that was a good test. That was fun. That was fun. So it doesn't leave behind protection. It can be removed with, or at least slight protection due to the polymer, but you can remove it with a panel prep. It does clean good. All right, that's it. That was the testing of that. And now I'm gonna show you one thing. I'm not allowed to. If you haven't yet. So y'all have been asking for this LM Diamond from Luminous. When you apply this, a couple things you have to remember. Put respect on this name, okay? It is graphene infused by nature, but they do an emulsion. You're gonna see some sediments in the bottom. All you do is shake real good. Shake real good, it'll be like that. You might wear a respirator, apply it, remove it right away. It's self-healing, scratch-resistant, high-gloss slickness, and super hydrophobic. This is their pinnacle of ceramic coating. Their diamond is. So it's not in stock. And then we have Solid. I want to go over the different ones. This is part of their pro line. They let us open up to everybody in the US so everyone can take advantage of it. Or they're just going to do education for us on the app. But I just want to share it with you. Here's what we got. We have Solid. So you're like, why do they have 4 hydrophobic? Why do they have 4 or 5 coatings? They do by scale and by what they do. So you got slick last 3 years, super slick on the car. You got solid, which gives you a darkening effect that is nuts. Also super chemical resistant, long durable, scratch resistant as well, they say. On the bottle, 50 mils, so you have solids. They told me 4 to 5, but they put 3 on the bottle. And then you have, this one's their longer standing one, LM Graphene, which would be between diamond, it'll be diamond, LM Graphene, solid, slick, ceramic, in that order of ceramics. But yeah, those are the 2 new coatings that we have out. Three-inch. You want to see a 3-inch? I got you, bro. And I'm not talking about my who hates my ass. Yeah. All right. I don't. I'm just first time. Okay, you saw this. No low spots. No low spots. You just wipe on, wipe off. So you get this. This is an elegant machine. I mean, it's flat Earth, so it's got that military vibe. I'm not military, so I don't want to claim that false valor. The cord is literally as big as my garage this way, so it's over 30 feet. So you see, this one is a beautiful machine. What I like about it is it's super quiet. I will tell you that from 3 to 3.5 kind of stalls, 4 or 5 does not stall as easy. It's very nice polisher. This is something I'm testing. Also, wet wax top with gloss booster, hoping the hydrophobics. I would do, they don't want you to do that, AK. I would do signature wax and then like 5 minutes later top it with gloss booster, call it good. No, I don't steal valor, bro. I've never been in the military in my life. Like, look at my body. Look at my body. So I got a test coming. There's another thing I want to talk about. So in armor, iron armor. So this is for the wheels, metal lasts 6 to 12 months. So this is a metal wheel coating. It comes in 200 mils, so it lasts a bit. We have in armor, which is for the interior. I want to talk about this gem. So we have Prime from Luminous. So we're having a hard time getting Glaco. So they are restocking it. There's one guy, his name is Jason, that we buy from. But this is the Glaco that you could get now if you need it. You would apply it when the car is wet, and you could do a polisher to the window and then rinse off. Prime is very good. It's a glass remover, sealant remover, coating remover product. Easy Up. We should check to see how hydrophobic this is. Ooh, how did you like the feel and power? They're so good, so good. I don't know why they don't have. Hey, you guys want to see how hydrophobic this is? This is Easy Up. This is their new quick detailer. How about that? How about we test the hydrophobics on this crap? Yeah, boy. Yes, I do. I will test this as long as. All right. All right. So it's made to be a detail spray. So detail sprays are made to touch up, right? You're at a show, you want to touch up, you want to do extra, whatever. So it's not a sealant. They have sealants for that. Glossy, which is they said you can use it more often. Slick gives you that slick vibe. Black Diamond gives you hydrophobic slickness, and it's supposed to be insane. This is supposed to be a detail spray. So if this is as hydrophobic as Gloss Booster, I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. Let's test hydrophobics. All right, I want to do a corner here. We know that this panel is not hydrophobic, so we'll do, how about if I just do this corner here, just to see how the rest reacts. You cool with that? What's Eddie doing? I'm getting tape, bro. Relax. Yeah, glossy. I'm getting tape. What? That's cricket like my life, right? Like that. Do that. And then let's do this section here. I like to test overspraying to see what my experience would be, because you know my dad would overspray that. I like to test to see how easy it is to wipe on, wipe off, see if it leaves anything behind, and it's super easy. And I like to test again, just to see if I could top it with, this is how I test stuff, so just, I'm gonna tell you, super slick though. And just to see if it likes to be topped with each other, because some of us, like old, older heads, like to just top stuff. So I'm gonna test it again, topping it, see what happens. And then I'm just gonna test one with one spray on this side. So this right here would be one spray. Smells pleasant. One spray, detail spray, and then I'm gonna wipe. So now we have one that has been layered, one that has not been layered, just to see if that even matters in our test here. All right, so now we're gonna test the hydrophobics. So I oversprayed on this just to see if it will top itself. Slickness is nuts. All right, slickness, it's a dub. It's a dub. Slickness is a dub. I scratched my car for you guys. You saw it. Slick. Like, enough to make my bottle fall off. I should turn my water on, sorry. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. All right. Hydrophobic test, part 1. Okay. My Lord, that's wow. Holy my gosh. Holy sh! Goodness gracious almighty. Wow. All right. Holy crap, that is so broken. My gosh. First time using it, they released it, didn't tell us until after, and then they're like, sorry, we'll do it with you next time. First time using it. Now, I have a question. Now, they say 2 weeks durability. I don't know if it's SiO2. I have no idea. Typical luminous coming out with God's work. My gosh. All right. Now the question is, will panel prep remove it? I'm just gonna do this section. The panel prep remove this. I don't want you on there. I need to put ceramic coating. I just put you on for 2 weeks because I was driving. Is it going to remove it? Now, if this doesn't remove it, I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm gonna get another towel. Oh my gosh, that was wild. All right, I'm gonna get another towel here. I just want to get it real. I did twice because it's not Veritas, bro. All right, see what happens. So let's look at the hydrophobics of what this looks like from the perspective of this square. Nothing, did nothing to it. That's not going anywhere. Panel prep didn't remove that. Good luck, dude. Good luck. Detail spray my nuts. That's nuts. That's like loss booster level. That's like, yeah, that's not going anywhere, bro. Good luck. Yep, easy up. Detail spray with protection that lasts. That's how we're gonna market that one. Wow. That's like ceramic coating status. Goodness gracious. He said, hit it with a high-low. Bro, you hate me. Why do you hate me so much, Dark? Why do you want me to do all these tests? He said, hit it with a high and low pH. High and low pH. Okay, I'm in. I'm in. All right, so we're gonna take undressed. I'm gonna take citrus straight. Okay, and then we're gonna see how that works. Okay. Ooh, my bottle went through it. I'm gonna do citrus straight here. I'm gonna overspray that and let that eat for a bit. And then we're gonna take undressed after. Yum citrus. I need to add water again. I'm gonna let that sit, see how chemical resistant that is. And then we're gonna hit it with another product here. All right, so let me spray this off. So you could tell some hydrophobic behavior. This one was not. This one, I let the citrus just hit it straight. So yeah, it'll go away for sure. This is what it'll look like. This is what it looks like now. So then the real test is with So the real test is if I use Easy Up as a drying aid, can I? Because that's what it's made for, right? Can I use Easy Up as a drying aid? If so, how does it react? Okay. Yeah, so it's not chemical resistant. Like 13, 14 pH will take it off, so that's good. To be that hydrophobic and not be chemical resistant is kind of nuts. This towel is becoming increasingly heavier. All right. Now, you saw the weakness in that, right? It's back. So you can't use it as a drying aid. Yeah, that's fire. That is a Targaryen. She just found out that Jon Snow wasn't her uncle or brother or whatever. Targaryen. That's nuts. That is nuts. That is, wow. How come they don't have it in gallons is my question. That is crazy. Crazy. It's crazy. Easy Up is a buy now if you want a detail spray that slaps, because it's slick. Use it as a drying aid. I didn't do rinse off, rinse on. I'm assuming you could do it. Not sure. Not sure. Not sure. Wow, it's cool. That is so cool. That is pretty epic. Questions? Yeah, any questions? Are we still live? Are we still live? What are we doing? We still live or did everybody just leave? I'm sitting here thinking to myself, what did I just witness? What did I just witness? What did I just witness? Wow. You better not bounce. Wow. You just witnessed something crazy. There is a new product out that we need to talk about. Where's it at? Did I break it? There's a new product out. Okay, here we go. There's two new products out. I broke the header. So I'm testing it. They were sent to me. So this is crazy because I think Fine Lab. Well, let's talk about it. So Nexen sent me these. I broke the top, but I think it's still sprayable. This is their new version 2 of Ceramic Express. The crazy thing about this is it's solvent based. It works in direct sun, easy to use. Then we have their new detailer, antimicrobial surface cleaner. Next in. These fresh clean. What's this? Interior? What's this for? What's this for? It says antimicrobial. Is that interior? Is that a quick detailer for the inside? Is that interior? If it has antimicrobial, that's for the interior, right? I would have guessed it's for the interior. Look, V2, and then we have the next detailer. The next detailer. Smell it. Smell this mug. Ooh, smells like, interesting. Smells very lemony. Very like nice hint of lemon. What does this mug smell like? smells like a toxin. You drink that, you dead. That smells toxic as hell. All right, you drink that, it's between you and the good Lord. Let's try this. You guys down to try the next detailer? It smells good. It smells real good. To kill the germs. I'm so high right now, bro. No, dude, I smelled this, and I was thinking to myself, like, you will die. Yo, you drink this, you dead, cuz. You decide one day that you want to have a life of YOLO. You want to say YOLO and give up the ghost. I mean, I don't condone this. I don't condone you inflicting damage to yourself. But you drink that, you dead. Graveyard. Graveyard dead. Yeah, all right. I got this in the house too. I've been testing it for a while. I got it diluted. Firmer. Can't get behind the smell. I can't get behind the smell. I have a bottle down there diluted 10 to 1, 4 to 1. I bought a new one because I was supposed to use it for the whole year. So I tested it on 2 cars, and then I went back to McGuire's. Not because it's bad. Yeah, this is supposed to be sandalwood. I'm not getting that, man. Sandalwood, when you think of that note, it's supposed to be like a creamy wood vibe. I'm not getting that. This smells nice. Look, have you guys tried this? Let me talk to you. Let's talk about it. I'm working my way through a gallon, a bottle of ONR version 6. Have you guys tried this yet? Mac, that has a sweet scent. That's like a citrus vibe. That's nice. It's supposed to be like Clutch. You know what Clutch is? That's from the brand Shine Supply. So Shine Supplies make some hitters. In my opinion, they make some hitters, right? PXG, which is like their dilutable glass cleaner and panel prep. They have, so I'm gonna test this, but listen, I got a test I'm doing this Monday coming out. And, that right here, real good. All of that on top, all that. All right, I got a test that I'm doing. I'm doing a series, and hopefully I don't make enemies, but I don't know, felt like doing it. It's called Debunking the Tier List. So I'm gonna go to everyone's tier list that has made one online, and my goal is to buy the product that they put A tier versus S tier to see if something is up. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I got a half bottle I gotta get through. I like the hyper wash one, the hybrid one. It was pretty good. Pink Starburst would be nuts. So I have this idea for a test. Now, you gotta know, when I saw Titan get S tier, I was like, that's great for, that's great. But then I was like, how then I was like, did it beat this? Yeah, did it? Because I read a different book. So then the question is, yeah, Loki smells good. So then I went and got a gallon of Titan from my boy, because I used to use this a lot for a drying aid, and I got NB. So this is gonna be the first video. What do you guys think? I want to know your thoughts. That's coming. Because I had to find out. Yeah. I don't know. I got another one that Sock did that I'm going to have to debunk. Every movie, someone's got to die. You know what I'm talking about? It's just part of making an exciting movie. All right. So it's going to be interesting, yeah. Lug nut brushes. What are you talking about? Are you talking about like the foam ones? You got Kataba ones. You can buy a normal brush to use it. You have one from, it's like a shark tip. You could buy it from NY Foam Kings. Tech 582. It belongs on the S tier list, bro. Tech 582 is phenomenal. That's what I'm gonna say about that. Tech 582, 584, Tech 582 is nuts. Is Odin 2 ready to buy? Not yet. Odin 2 is still going through its paces. So we finished testing, we approved the formula, we put the order in, waiting for labels. That's gonna be its own SKU. And that's going to be a good release. So we'll release it. So it takes about 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks to get the labels. We use their boxes, so you get to find live boxes. But yeah. They don't have Easy Up for sale in gallons. I have to ask my career partners, because when I put the order in, there was no gallons available. Yeah, I mean, when I used Tech 584 the first time, I was blown away. We had the Koreans use Tech 584 and Tech 582, and they're like, ooh. And I think that's where Easy Up came from, because we were telling them, this is how this happened. We were sitting there, and I was like, hey, you have all these sealants. I want a detail spray. People want a detail spray, but the detail spray, they're like, what do you want? We're like, we want slick, glossy, has some cleaning power, and hydrophobics. They did it. This is nuts. I mean, did I think it was going to be as hydrophobic as, I would say, Cottonwood Gloss Booster? No, I had no idea. You know, you want some hydrophobics, but they gave you like glossy hydrophobics, like slick hydrophobics. They gave you a sealant hydrophobic and something that you saw a citrus remove. So to me, they did it right. Oh, which brand is coming up next? Well, we just have a killer release now. We have all the new Luminous products that just dropped. I still left to sell. I was supposed to remove the guys. Listen, I was supposed to remove the Luminous sale. I let that mug ride. Jamie didn't say nothing. I let it ride. You buy Luminous right now, it's 20% off. But we have all the new Luminous coatings. We have Prime, we have Diamond, we have Solid, we have their other one, we have SP Pro, where SP Pro is their 1 year spray coating. The difference between that and the regular one is they made the regular one to be easier to wipe on without it settling or giving you high spots. SP Pro, I brought it in because it cures faster. You have to work a little quicker, but it's for those that want to have up to a year performance on a spray coating that is easy to use. Fine Lab ceramic detailer. That would be a wild bit. What, do I have that? Got that piece of shit. I got it. Let me see. Do I have you, Fine Lab? Fine Lab? Fine Lab, where are you, Fine Lab? I don't know if I have that, player. Look, I've been in the game too long, right? I'm gonna tell you something. This is not slick, but it's great. Polymer net shield with BS, what's the other one? You stack both of these. Polymer net shield, and you stack it with their topper. I used to use this a lot. I just like my third bottle. I used to use that a lot. Sonax Polymer Net Shield, ahead of its time as LSP. Ahead of its time, dude. I'm telling you right now, ahead of its time. Nothing. At that moment, when that came out, you stack that with, I forgot what it was, Brilliant Shine, Brilliant something Shine. Yeah, BS. You do that first. You do this second. Oh my Lord, it was insane. It was insane. But then I'm from a different generation because I have a product here that's just asinine. Like, it still does. Where is it at? Look, you guys, I don't sell that. I'm just letting you know. I'm putting you on game, right? You see that Jet? NB Jet slaps. NB Jet slaps. We have Polymer Net Shield. We have NB Boost. NB Boost version 2. They took Luster, they took Jet and made this. And fire. Yeah, I don't have the other one. I do have Cupido is good, and then I have some this is old too, bro. What a gem. Look at this. Have you tried this? Has anyone tried this before? What a gem of a product. This was the OG original 1 year spray coating. Moonlight from Tac Systems is nuts. Still is. The original 1 year. I have that. Where's my stuff at, bro? Well, I don't have it. I gotta buy it. I thought I had it. She gone. She gone. Moonlight. Yeah, Moonlight. It was the original. It was the original. It was the original 1 year spray sealant. You had to let it sit for a while, and then when Tac came out with their waterless wash, the pink stuff, it was ahead of its time as well. A lot of innovations happened between then. They made it slicker. They made waterless wash clean better. Yeah, polymer net shield. I mean, you do that with Brilliant Shine Detailer. I already have that. I already tested the Sonax stuff. Oh yeah, they vary widely. Yeah, I would agree. I mean, but if you've been detailing for a long time, you've seen the evolution of detailing. You've seen us use like Opti Hyper Polish to clean plastic. To back then, it used to be Jazzcar, and then Sonax Perfect Finish was the two you would use, or McGuire's 105, 205, or you would use the other McGuire's that was Rocks in the Bottle. We used to use it a lot. Like the evolution of detailing has been awesome. I thought Bolo was Fireball. Oh yeah, they're still around. They're still innovating. They're still doing their thing. They're out of Korea as well. But I think Bolo Solutions is made by Fireball, is what I was told. Could you get Invoke air freshener from me? I only have a couple he sent me. I don't sell it. I think you buy it from them directly. If you go on to Instagram, you have to pay shipping, and it's crazy expensive. It's crazy expensive. It is Rogues. Oh, this is two. This is back then. NV Morphe before COVID was a slapper. It was probably the one. That and Angel Wax Enigma was the best polish and protect product of its time. Things have changed now, of course, but because you have Uno Protect and you have Drive Auto, then you have Picar, you have a few others that leave protection behind, but this still slaps in my opinion. I let it ride in the cabinet. Okay, use. That's what you're drinking? Yeah, well, I got told in person by a Korean from Korea, so I don't know if it was true. I don't live there. Yeah, that's David bought from them too. You can buy it directly from them. It's pretty pricey. You pay shipping, and shipping from Australia is like $145. Yeah, that smells good. I have the new one here. I've been testing it against Fusion from Ryan West. It's pretty good. I had the new one. Yeah, Invoke will cost you. It was $145. Does IGEA have a scent? I don't know. I have it coming. I haven't tested it. I haven't tested it, so I can't speak to that. Anyway, that's all. Thanks for testing. I mean, Easy Up is probably, we got to get it in gallons. If they can make it in gallons, it'll be, and if the price is right, it'll be unstoppable. But it's hydrophobic to a fault. But the drying aid of it was nice. It was slick. I don't know. It's a lot going on. Got a lot going on with that product. Any other questions? If not, I'm gonna don't know what I'm gonna do. Go do a TikTok video. How good is GTCS, and do you think it'll hold up in the black? Oh yeah. Oh, CT. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Bro, yeah. I tested it on the Cadillac, on the black parts. I think I have it here. Let me check. Let me check if I still have it. I'm testing this brand too. Yeah, I have it here. You have to treat this with respect. So you want to shake it well, and then you apply it on the applicator. You put it on, buff it off. But you're talking about this one, number 3, CS? Yeah, real good. It's heel good. Pull an all-nighter on here? Shit, that'd be crazy. Oh, appreciate you, man. You didn't have to pay me, but I appreciate you. Thanks for the love. I always want to do tests with you. I'll tell you what the product is after he releases it, and be like, "Hey, do you remember that one product we tested together?" That's what it is. But I think he has a hitter on his hand from Rinseless Wash. The card turned out good, and here's what the card looks like. And I didn't top it with anything. It was just a wash. It feels slick too. The car feels slick. And then I let this dry on purpose. Do you remember? You see how I let this dry on purpose? The question is, are those polymer marks going to come off? So yeah. So I'm going to let that dry overnight to see if I can take it off. I'm going to let that dry overnight, and then I'll test that tomorrow. And then if anything, I'll polish it. But look how it turned out. And then we did easy up on this, which is slick. Like Conway, it's not the slickest in the world, but it's up there in slickness, man. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Let me know if you need anything. If you have any questions, hit me up. I'm going to go hang out. Appreciate everyone. Thanks for hanging out on the live. We tested a lot of good theories, thoughts, and it was fun. I'm out. See you, everybody. HydroSave is going to last you 12 years. HydroSave is going to last you 12 years on that car. Let me hold 20. I can send you 20. Send me your Venmo. I'll send it to you. Later, everyone. Have a good night. Thanks for lives. All right. Appreciate everyone. You're welcome.